Hi guys, it's been a minute. I'm deciding to transition away from league content and now we're going to be going into lifestyle and IRL content. Excuse me, what song are you listening to? So 10 years ago you posted on Reddit. You called yourself the Rengar God, but you spelled God an interesting way. Do you remember how you spelled it?
God?
How do you spell God?
G-A-W-D?
Yeah, that's how you spell Rengar God.
Really cringe.
Yeah, that was pretty cringe. You used to be that guy on Rengar. I heard you're like scrub noob without the mental issues.
Yeah, for a while I was, I think.
Were you running the server?
Yeah.
Revenge told me he used to fear your Rengar.
Yeah, I was...
Are you still nice on it though? Or like, are you like watching it?
No. Once I became a pro, I just...
Sejuani?
Yeah. Being good at that champ requires like zero regard for your teammates.
Yeah, I play like very
selfish. You need
selfish.
to just play for yourself.
Yeah.
And once I learned team play,
it's like
counterintuitive.
counterintuitive.
Too many things happening in my brain for me to like... For me to just be that greedy and selfish.
Do you think you got worse at solo queue then when you became a pro?
Maybe you get worse at carrying bad players, but you get better at playing with your team, I think. I think over time like the general sentiment was just like solo queue was bad. I think it's been changing, but if everyone thinks solo queue is useless, then naturally you're not going to get any respect anymore from getting to the top of the ladder, which is, you used to get respect if you were
used to be like, you were popular. Like,
now it's like, I don't know, the way to get rank 1 is play all these solo carry champs, and then because it's not as competitive as the team play, and a lot of the pros, at least when I was playing, a lot of the pros weren't playing as much solo queue. It was just like devalued, so people took it less seriously, didn't care as much about you, even if you got high rank. Like,
so what are we warming up with?
So for actually, this is funny for a gamer. It's called your internal rotation, but when you're able to like that, when I first started getting into training, my internal rotation on my right side was like 10 inches worse than my left. And I had a shoulder impingement on this side because every time I pressed, my right shoulder was a little bit forward in front of my left. So it was just taking, a little bit more damage. Granted, I also wasn't benching correctly at the time for quite a while, and then I went heavy, hurt myself. So this is something I do to combat that, just basically stretch it out. But you're basically just working on this muscle right here. You're just gonna keep your elbow on your side, raise it like that. Slow on the way back. This gets you warm and makes it so that it's easier for you to open up when you're benching. So, yeah.
I don't think I do, but now that you like mentioned, I'm like kind of curious how bad it is. Like I probably do, but it's probably not. Like you said, 10 inches difference.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I don't think 10 inches. Do you think it's like a result because of like pro gaming or?
Yeah. Come here. Feet together, thumbs in your hands. Come over this way a little bit, and then you're gonna come out here without straining. I just want you to bring your right hand on top and your left hand below. And just hold that for a second. Hold one more. You're about the same, but for Equinox standards, that's like, technically you'd score a 1 out of 3, which is a 33. Low. It just makes it...
If I went home with a 33 on a test, I'd probably get beat, so... When did you actually start working out? Like what year would you say you started working out?
I mean, I was in high school playing water polo, and we did, I mean, even swimming when I was like 12, we still in the weight room. But seriously, probably 19 years old. You
mentioned you used to be like a traditional athlete, and then you got inspired by the current pros, or not current, but former pros, and like the pros are what made you want to pursue the pro lifestyle. So it's kind of interesting that you like made that transition, because I feel like most people, it's like they play league to avoid sports. Like I think like the most similar one I can think of is like Reckless used to play soccer, but
yeah, most people that go pro in the first place, you do have to kind of like sacrifice like a year or something of your life, however long it takes you to climb the ranks to improve. So,
would you say it's worth it though? I guess worth is subjective, but
I mean, I would like to think it's worth it, because
you can always come back to fitness, I feel like.
I feel like if you really want to do something and you don't, like if you're really passionate about something and you really want to pursue it and you don't, then and you go like the safe route, you'll just be in like 10 years, you'll be like
miserable,
wondering if it would have worked, and I don't want any of those feelings. So that's just what I did. I feel like, and these things change over time too. Like for me, after a while, it changed from like having aspirations to get better at league to other things, and I think that was a pretty big indicator that I should change my lifestyle, you know, change what I'm pursuing. And so I don't think anybody should have regrets if you really want to try to go pro. But I would say, like, be realistic as well. Like if you're like a diamond player, I think you should probably, unless you're in Challenger and you're like playing in games with other professionals or amateurs, I think have it in the back of your mind, like try to get better at it, but don't be like, I'm gonna go.
Don't throw away everything.
Like 6 months or like 1 year, like okay, get good. Get actually good first, you know. Imagine there's a little hook pulling you back through your back here. And then pull out into the sides of your core here. You're gonna hold it in the middle, both hands, both hands. So both hands on it, yeah. Slow on the way out, little pause, and then stay within that frame, yeah. You should feel a lot of pressure on the sides of your core.
Would you get mad at me if I say I usually don't warm up?
I mean, are you injured?
No.
Not yet.
What? What?
Not yet.
Yeah, I think as you get older, I mean, I've just realized, I don't know if it's necessarily older, but I've just realized how much better my first sets are when I do a little bit of warm-up.
Do you ever feel like you lose juice after warming up or no?
No.
Why are you?
Not really.
That's like my biggest fear is I don't want to like lose anything on like my first, because usually my first tip is like my compound movements.
Yeah.
And I usually don't want to like.
You just shouldn't be warming up at anything more than like 60% of what you can do. All my warm-up stuff is pretty chill.
I like warm up for like bench, but like back days I like never warm up, and then legs. I barely hit legs in the first place.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's like definitely a new feeling. I've like never felt these like muscles engaged
Really?
that I can remember.
Every
Yeah.
time you do any compound lift, you should be using that muscle. So.
Do you have a favorite compound lift? Probably bench,
Bench
no?
and squat are probably
Squat.
even with me.
Do you
But
do
it's
1 rep
still
maxes
lower
or no?
No, not really. The only reason for a 1 rep max is to set up your program for the next couple months.
Yeah. Or the ego.
Do like relatively light reps, and then go for 10 on number 10. Hold it at the bottom for 8 seconds.
I guess we're warmed up now.
You'll connect the dots in a sec. You want some comments? So, even if you were to engage your lats, if you push it all the way forward, you every time, so look at my back right now, right? Turn my back. If I go here, my lats can still stay engaged. If I go all the way out, they're gone. So only move within this frame here instead of going forward like that. Yeah. Basically, pick the bar up, grab on as tight as you can. Also, you need to engage your lower body. So usually I just stack my heels with my hips, and then you're gonna drive up a little bit so that your glutes and your hamstrings are engaged. And then once you pick the bar up, imagine you're trying to press it down. It's gonna turn your back on, right? This is gonna push your chest up, push your shoulders out of the way, and then don't ever push it all the way forward, right? Stay within that. So I'm gonna pick up first, right? And then watch the lats. See that difference? So if I go out like this is not a super heavy weight, so I'm not gonna hurt myself doing that, but look at the angle of my elbow, right? It's out to the side. Your shoulder can be under a lot of pressure if you do that, so turn the lats on, now watch my elbows. See the difference? Wow, cool. I usually do this thing with people where, here. Okay, hop back in, unrack.
Okay.
So grab on super tight, unrack, engage your back. So squeeze your lats as much as you can. Now don't let me move the bar, okay? Don't let me move.
Oh.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it should feel like when you're benching. You put it down. So you want your back to be squeezed. That's why we warmed up before this as well. Also, if you don't do that, you're gonna be using like half shoulders, half chest when you're benching, so. Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Felt pretty good.
Every time, bro. Every time I do that with people, it's like light bulbs, like holy shit, what's going on?
It's gonna be a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. All right, we're good. What would you say is like an overlap between like bodybuilding and League of Legends? Like if you had to pick one.
Bro, I don't think there's a lot of overlap, I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Not a single one between League of Legends and benching?
Maybe consistency? Yeah, like having I think something that's helped me with, I mean, the way I think about League is like, there's like a step-by-step process for how you're supposed to play the game, and then every time, if somebody did like a certain, that's just how jungling is, it's kind of like chess almost, where like if they make a move, there's a couple different answers, and then if you make the wrong move too many times, you're behind. If you make the right moves a lot, and they make wrong moves, that's just how leads and stuff happens.
So are we hitting Gromp right now, or like what are we hitting right now? What camp is this?
I think I honestly, like my life is complete 180 from how it was before. Like I used to mostly just be in my room playing video games, and now I'm like social all the time. Like my whole job is to like meet new people. It's just very different.
So would you say this 180 is as a result of trauma from EchoFox? Because not many people have good stories to say about EchoFox.
I don't know, bro. I feel like I kind of missed the bad part of EchoFox.
Oh, so you're like trauma bonded, almost like Stockholm syndrome to EchoFox.
I don't think I'm trauma bonded. I think.
You don't think so? You missed the bad though. You missed the chaos.
Yeah, I missed the chaos.
Huh. You guys actually got into some trouble. EchoFox did when you guys didn't sign the team agreement in 2017.
2017?
Yeah, there was a team agreement.
Oh yeah, and then we had to scrim the back line.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah. Do you feel like internal politics has like ruined the league scene? Would you say? Because like, I talked to a lot of players, and let's just say, GMs are like not something they think about very like favorably.
I think there's good ones and bad ones.
Do you have like a one you want to shout out? Do you have like a favorite one?
A favorite one?
Yeah.
I mean, I think obviously DeMonte's doing a great job.
Yeah.
I don't think he's third.
He's not a GM. He's a performance coach.
But I think they've been doing well at FlyQuest. I think 100 Thieves, Joseph Jang is doing well there. And then TL consistently, yeah.
They've been really consistent for Lord knows how long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think just putting a good culture together, like
What does a good culture look like to you?
everyone supports each other. It's like a family. They hang out outside of like actual scrim hours. I've been part of teams that are like that, and I've also been part of teams where it's like it's just a job. We come to the office and then we scrim and then go home. Like those teams that feel like the second one just generally aren't as good as the teams that are super close. Like I think Cloud9 is actually an example of their owner really pushes that family like mentality almost to an extreme. I think I think
with the mandated stuff.
yeah, there's like, I've heard a lot of people don't like how much mandated stuff there are on Cloud9. Like for me as a player, and I think in 2017 I decided for myself, like I got a little bit of independence, and I just told myself I'm not gonna ever try to join Cloud9 because of their just how they live. I wanted to have the option to have some freedom. So, oh shit. Wow. Anyway, let's hit this. Can you do the same thing? Just have your hands under, but it's mostly just for subconscious, like makes you feel stronger.
All right.
Scoot it forward a little bit.
All right. You need help taking it off?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Give me
3, 2, 1.
All you. Easy, light work.
The first thing I did, well, because I told you I got really chubby first, right?
Yeah.
I just focused on losing fat for like a year.
What was your diet like? Because I know a lot of pro players just like McDonald's max. Like
My diet was, I did intermittent fasting, 2 meals a day, 1900 calorie max. Try to eat my body weight in protein. Protein is the highest in satiety, so it keeps you full for longer. So if you're trying to diet, that's the easiest way to just lose body fat over time.
So would honeyfruit be a carbohydrate then?
Yeah.
Honeyfruit in like the river?
My brain just like, you said fruit, I was like, yeah, of course. Yeah, it probably would be.
So what's like the highest protein thing on the map then? Would it be probably wolves, no? Maybe raptors?
Well, if you think about it.
Raptors are like a lean protein though. Yeah. What's the equivalent of ground beef on the Rift?
Alistar, bro.
Well, I've made Alistar, so hopefully I'm not getting turned into ground beef. That'd be pretty unfortunate.
I'm sure it's happened to you many times.
Yeah, probably. Especially this season. Oh shit.
Get your back. Three. Easy. 4, 5, 6.
We got more.
2 more. 7. 1 more. Easy.
It's okay. I have the video of the PR from like 4 months ago. So.
What was it? What was it?
225 for 2. But I was also eating like 3,100 calories.
Ooh.
Now I'm on like 1,500 with like 25 grams of carbs a day.
1,500 is crazy.
Yeah.
Aren't you like dying at night?
Are you talking like hunger wise? Or
Yeah,
like,
hunger wise.
Honestly,
that was a big thing. Oh, sorry, that was a big thing. When I switched, I remember in the very beginning it was like It's pretty rough going to bed some nights.
So my
I'd be hungry as
breakfast
fuck.
is like where I usually have the most carbs. I drink like a couple of diet sodas, a lot of water, and I feel like at first it was pretty bad. But I think once it's like punishment. It's like queuing solo queue. You don't want to do it, but when you do it and you're winning a game, it's not that bad in the moment. You know what I mean? Like when I'm eating 140 grams of chicken and like raw spinach with like 0-calorie hot sauce and a Diet Dr. Pepper, it doesn't feel very good. Like in the moment. Like looking back on it, like it's like a necessary evil.
He's learning delayed gratification. Let's go.
But that being said, yesterday I had a Cane's 3-finger combo at like 2 a.m.
Nice.
So won't be eating much for the rest
Hey,
of the day.
you gotta cheat sometimes, huh?
No, like it was so bad. Like I was at my calories for the day and I was working on my friend. And he's like, yo, we should go to Cane's. I'm like, no, we shouldn't. And he's like, please. And I'm like, bro, you're such a bad influence. So we drove 30 minutes to get Cane's. I got home at like 3 a.m. And I also like a box combo was like 1,000 calories. So I just ate like 1,000 calories more than I usually do.
Just make up for it the next day.
I mean, I'll make up for it. That's like, that won't be the issue, but it's like, damn. It's like rage queuing. It's like, why did I do that? What's your favorite food, would you say?
Steak.
Steak. I like steak. What kind of cut?
I mean, honestly, the best one is Wagyu for sure. Like A5 Wagyu. If you
I do
ever
not
had
have
some,
Wagyu funds though. So what's the second best cut?
The second best? I just do, I mean, normally I do New York strip steak.
New York strip's really good.
I do like 4 or 5 of those a week, honestly, for dinner.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you an Erewhon guy?
No.
No?
I see all my friends getting like $26 smoothies from there. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing?
I remember like, first I went to Erewhon, the way I gauge like how expensive a grocery store is, I'll go straight to the meat section because it tells you like everything instantly. And when I saw individual steaks for 40 bucks, I just walked out of there. I'm like, whoa, this is like outside of like my tax bracket right now. It's like, that place is like a nightmare. A $20 smoothie.
Yeah.
This is where you plug subscribe so that you can afford it.
I mean, subscribe and leave a thumbs up, and maybe one day we'll get an Erewhon smoothie, the Sabrina Carpenter smoothie. And I've never really thought about like how to like optimize it, like the stuff for like the back activation.
Yeah.
Like usually I'll do like a little bit, but I won't like hammer it home. So like when I get back to like bulking, I wonder like how because I always like struggled with putting on a lot of weight. Like I was able to increase it over time, but it was never like consistent. Like some weeks I crank out 225 for 4, but some weeks I couldn't get like 225 off the bar.
I think tracking your weight always is good. So make sure, like I have my whole week written down, and I also have varying levels of intensity. Like I do, you know that meme where it's like the beginner and then the chart, and then there's like the master with
like
the hood.
a sine graph. Yeah.
So I started at push-pull legs. I tried like 6 different programs, and then I'm back. But now I do heavy. Monday's heavy chest day. Usually this is my Monday, and I'm going to take a break tomorrow. But
you rest tomorrow.
And then I usually rest Sundays, but we're going to work out today. So Monday's supposed to be heavy push, and then legs is light. So you're working in like 12 to 15. That way you're managing your fatigue so that your performance stays consistent, stays good. If you do too many heavy days in a row, it'll be really hard for you to, like once you hit the 3rd day, especially if you're doing a lot of compound lifts, your nervous system fatigue, like your ability to connect to your muscles on a deep level gets worse, and then your performance will drop. So you want to make sure that you're able to continually push forward.
Because speaking of progress, when you were silver and you climbed to gold, the reason you did it is because you were insecure about your voice and you wanted to impress your brother's friends when you played League with them.
Yep.
So do you feel like that like willingness to improve is something that translated into the gym?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, anything gets boring if you're not trying to actively get better. It starts to get. I guess I'm just a competitive person. Like with whatever I do, I have to be actively trying to get better at it. If I'm doing it, like it's a big reason I picked up League again for fun, and then I put it back down because I realized I no longer had the desire to like climb and get better at it and get back to that point. Yeah. So it felt like I was just wasting my time.
Do you play ranked right now or not really?
No.
When's the last time you played ranked?
Maybe a month ago.
Okay.
I just realized I'm too competitive a person. I can't play for fun. I have to.
Yeah, you have to like
win.
devote your life to it.
Yeah, I have to try to win, and then I've already moved on from that phase of my life. So like I need to just not have that happen.
Because you still like watch professional play a lot.
Yeah.
Does that like scratch the itch for you? Would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, also I like started watching because I train some of the players that are at Worlds, so it's been cool to like.
Can you share who you trained, or is it like private? Can you share who you trained, or is it like private?
I don't think they would mind. I trained Inspired in Mithy. I did a little bit with Nuke Dug too, but yeah, it's been pretty cool to. Inspired is like probably the most jacked LCS player.
No,
he was already jacked before he started working out with me, but
the FlyQuest jerseys really like grip the arm, so I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, he actually
He did one interview.
Yeah.
Where like with Inspired.
Yeah.
Like, he's like jacked.
He is like
Yeah.
really jacked.
We like his upper body was already pretty built. He specifically worked with me for legs, like 2 days a week. We would just train legs. I always say I hurt myself so my clients don't have to. So I like know all the ways you possibly can. So yeah.
I mean, earlier today, FlyQuest took Gen G to 5 games. So if you want to take Gen G to 5 games, you should train with Akaadian. I'll probably have a link. Do you have a link?
What, a link?
Yeah, to signing up.
I just have my Twitter, my Instagram. My DMs are open on both, I think. So
if you want to make world's quarters, you should DM this guy on Twitter.
Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna feel, but oh, this fucking.
It looks like it feels good.
I don't know, maybe. I think I need to scoot down a little bit.
Oh yeah. Boy. It's like it happens to the best of us.
Dude, that's a crazy thumbnail right there.
A couple partials in. That should feel so good. At my gym, I have to like jerry rig 2 like far cables and then throw a bench there, so I can do that. But it's one of my favorite movements, honestly. And I've also specifically been into like bodybuilding training, like hypertrophy style, slowing stuff down, doing a lot more tension stuff. So getting into strength training has been it's just been new for me this year. So I've just been, eating it up, working on myself.
Do you feel like this attitude is like missing in this scene, would you say? Like this like desire to get better and push yourself? Do you feel like it's like,
I think most players, most pros probably have it. Unless they've been, I think there's some people who've been playing for a really long time that have really stagnated out. I don't know, it gets hard once you hit that point to keep it going and like really keep it pushing forever for like a long time. So yeah.
Because you mentioned one of like the biggest problems with this scene is like the fans can't really connect with the players because they don't have much to show for their personalities. So what do you think is like the fix then? Because I've talked to like Whippo about like why he thinks players don't stream. And I think a lot of it is like how horrible online like culture could be, like Reddit and stuff and Twitch. So what do you feel like is like the biggest obstacle with players connecting to their fans?
I think once you're at the pro level, you're probably already pretty jaded to what people say online for the most part. Like after a while, I feel like if you're chronically online, you just don't take people as seriously when they say things, right? But I don't know, I think a lot of it is just straight up like social awkwardness when people go on video, because like the reality of the job is like you're sitting in front of your computer for the most part by yourself. You're not really like practicing socializing. Like I've had points in my life where I'm good at it and bad at it. It's definitely a skill that you can work on. Like the more that you socialize, the more comfortable you get talking to other people, the less you do it, the more awkward you get, the more you get in your own head. I feel like a lot of players are just in their own head, so it's hard for them to be natural when they're on camera. So, yeah.
I'm not going to, bro. No, I need to hide it.
Scoot back a little bit, and then I'll make sure it doesn't crush your neck. So suicide grip, so thumbs around. Cool, and then you're gonna break your elbows really early. So scoot your feet out a little bit, or your hands out a little bit. Yeah, not that much. There you go, yeah, cool. And then just instantly break your elbows. You're gonna come in like a sweep into your neck. Okay, so you dropped your elbows way too early. I want you to keep your elbows high and then just start bending. So watch, I'm gonna guide you, slow. Yeah, right there, into your neck. All the way down and up. Good, yeah. Slow on the way down, flex your triceps as you go down. 2. Now take it way slower from the top. So as soon as you start moving, slow, slow. Good. Yeah. And up. Boom.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, I know a lot of techniques that'll, like whatever weight you thought you could do, probably gonna be a little bit weaker doing it like this, but I think it's a lot better for your muscles, so.
Is the elbow supposed to move back?
Not really, no. Just keep them high, here. And then watch. In a little sweep into your neck. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. See it? Way slower from the top. You can guess though. Give me one more. Way slower, way slower. Yeah. All the way down. And pause and explode. Nice, good job. I went really heavy on that when I was in Arizona before I moved here and hurt my neck.
What were you doing in Arizona?
In between the end of when I was coaching, honestly, it was like I was a bit trapped mentally. I felt like my life experience was so specific with league that it would be really hard to do it. Like at the time, it was impossible in my head for me to be successful at anything else. And yeah, it was hard to transition. So I moved back in with my family in Arizona for like 6 months. And yeah, just started pursuing some of my passions again, got my training certification. I was visiting LA and then walked into all the equinoxes that were like near that house and applied, or not even applied, I just went to ask the managers for advice on how to get there. And I was already like a full-time trainer in Arizona at the time with my certification, and the manager that I met with was just like, you're already qualified, so I don't have time right now, but come in another day for an interview. And then did the interview, killed it, moved my whole life over. Now I'm doing this.
Would you say you have any regrets with your career then? Because I know like when you like came in, you're like super hyped up rookie, you're playing like Rek'Sai, Rengar, all these like Kha'Zix, you had Quadrico and Kha'Zix. Do you feel like you accomplished everything you set out to accomplish? Or do you feel like there's like a lot you left on the table? Would you say you're content?
I think the only regret I have is that I didn't stop playing sooner, because
really?
I think I lost my passion for the game like maybe 2 or 3 years before it definitely switched from being like a passion to a job 2 or 3 years before I stopped playing.
Which is 2022. So like you said,
yeah, it would have been like maybe 2020-ish. Around there was when it started changing, like the feeling started changing.
That was when you joined Dignitas.
Yeah, and I had a stint coaching too.
On GG Academy, yeah.
But I mean, it's also, I think you should always, with your life, like, yeah, you should learn lessons, but try not to regret anything, because everything leads you to where you are now. And I'm happy that everything happened. I think for me, it had to like, I guess it had to get, my life had to get so like shit that I would actually try new things, like step out, take risks.
Yeah. Because you feel like you're at rock bottom, so now you need change.
Exactly, yeah. And I don't know, I mean, it felt too hard for me to do that on my own before, and it was good for me, honestly. Everything that happened was good for me. So now I'm like a just completely different version of myself than before, honestly. So not mad.
Is that why you stepped away from like league coaching as well?
Yeah.
For the same reason? Because you didn't coach for that long. It was like
it was like a year maybe.
Yeah,
I felt like I was just keeping my livelihood going, and I should work in what I'm passionate about, basically. So I mean, I still like league, but I think there was a specific point in my life where I realized how much of your life you have to give to it, and I didn't want to put that in to get to like the next level, which I think I got to the top of like NA a couple times in terms of like performance, but I think deep down I didn't really want to like push to get into Worlds. I had other dreams already when I was like 2019, 2020, there was other things I wanted to do. And now I'm happy. I mean, I'm not there at all, but I'm pursuing what I wanted to do. So
would you say like the pro life wasn't all that you thought it was going to be then? Like, was it like?
No, it was everything I thought it was going to be. It served me while I did it, but I feel like that's also just life. Like you do something for like 8-10 years, and then people want to change. That's what we're meant to do anyways. As people, we just change a lot. A lot of people that are older than me have given me like a lot of life advice, and they're just like, yeah, this is your first time going through something like this. This happens multiple times throughout your life where you change your whole, like everything you're doing, your whole life changes. Yeah, so I don't regret it at all, dude. It was awesome while I did it, and I met a lot of cool people, had a lot of cool experiences, taught me a lot of stuff, lived well during it, so.
You done for good though?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I might work in like a fitness context maybe with some of the teams.
Maybe
I'd be open to that, but I think I'm done with like, probably done with coaching. Like maybe I could do like mental stuff, physical stuff, but yeah, in terms of like playing the game, I think I'm pretty happy closing the door on it. Okay, 7. One more. Give me a little pause at the bottom. Little pause and up. Okay.
It's kind of funny. I don't have any music playing right now, but I have my headphones on. It's like I'm not.
Got the aesthetic.
It's not even white noise. It's just like
what's
nothing.
What's your music of choice?
Oh, it really depends. So I warm up. I drive to the gym, listening to. Oh shit, I missed. When I'm driving to the gym, I listen to like really sad music, like stuff you'd like cry to, right?
Well, you're like hunting your demons down?
Not
Trying
at
to
the
bring
gym,
them
though.
out?
Just driving to the gym. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I have to like wake up the demons.
I see.
Like knock on their door, but like make sure the door isn't open quite yet. And then when I arrive, there's like a couple of genres. So number one's like trap. I really like trap isn't like subgenre of EDM trap. Not like hip hop.
I make dubstep, so I know about all the.
I listen to hip hop too. So like I guess like hip hop, trap. But if I'm trying to go really heavy, I listen to K-pop. Like if I'm trying to go like, I mean, obviously I haven't like lifted heavy in a while, but like when I was like peak bulking,
yeah,
like I crank it out to like New Jeans or like.
That's
like
interesting.
That. Yeah, it's just like really like sometimes, like when I'm doing cardio, especially I listen to podcasts. Like it's really diverse. I get the most out of my Spotify Premium for sure. What about you? You said dubstep?
Yeah, dubstep. Pretty much exclusively dubstep.
The whole way through?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist then, would you say? Other than
Right now,
yourself?
my favorite artist is probably Benda. Yeah, Benda, Vastiv, Crank That are probably my
Crank
top three.
That. I know Crank That.
Yeah. This guy's fucking funny. Did you see his like Taco Bell song on TikTok?
Yeah, I did.
He made one with like the Taco Bell like bell.
Yeah, the bell. Give me like
So
two different
funny.
versions. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Is your like DJ name Akaadian?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah, it's
Pretty
gonna be
cool.
Akaadian.
pretty badass.
I think Akaadian was like I made it because I used to be really into history when I was like 12.
You just want to be a history teacher.
Yeah, I did, but unfortunately,
Why'd you give up on that?
money.
Teachers don't really
Didn't
get
want to be
paid.
poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but my idea for music is I want to add in like basically like theatrical elements to really heavy dubstep drops, and then just be wearing the fucking Spartan helmet. That'll be my whole brand.
Wait, that could be kind of badass.
Yeah.
It's like
That
have
was
like a tank top on, or that can
That
be
was a
like-
big reason why I got into training. Was I was like, okay, I need to be jacked to do that.
Yeah.
So let's go where all the most jacked people are in the world and get really good at it, and then just have a really like be like fitness music, like merging, and then also, dude, like music is so cool. You can put like anything you want in it. So you know
like
how
an
like
open
you know
book.
how like you were saying like I got a quadra kill on Kazakhs and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I could just go and pull those like sound bites and then put them like right before it drops. And then just like I've already done that with a couple songs where it just like it has my name, like they're talking about me from League, and then it's just like that into heavy dubstep, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, like League actually serves itself really well to music because I remember I used to make mixtapes in high school, and my producer tag was "Welcome to Summoner's Rift." And like I have like 5 songs on SoundCloud. You will never see the light of day, but like League definitely lends itself to music pretty well. Oh, overhead.
Yeah, I like this one. Feels really good. Same kind of concept where you're just getting really, really deep at the bottom.
Do you prefer a short rope for this or the longer ropes?
For this one, it doesn't matter, I don't think. Because a lot of it, you're just resisting as it goes down. You're just resisting the weight from here until here. Getting a little pause, explode, slow.
Hell no.
Step closer to it so that your elbow should be like literally straight up and your hands are behind you. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe I do need to take a jacket off. Actually, maybe jacket off is not the best thing to say. Let me remove my jacket. There we go.
It's not that deep. What the hell? They have 1 pound weights.
Wait, really?
Sick.
What are you gonna do with 1
I
pound?
don't know. Wrist curls, forearm curls. Bro, have you seen those videos where like the guys take the scooters? What are they called again? The razors, and they're just hitting their shit.
Dude.
It's so, dude. Oh my god, those are excellent. I don't know how you're down to do that as like a. I mean, I guess it's just content, but
Like, surely we can come up with something else other than like hitting our shot.
do Muay Thai and they like kick trees to like.
Yeah.
bro, I just imagine like guys sitting around a fire, like, bro, what if we did a video where we just hit our shins with razors, and everyone's just like, dude.
Because I used to ride like razors when I was young, and like that does not feel good. So to do it willingly, like
Yeah, yeah.
anything for clicks these days.
Okay, what do you want? I'm gonna do one more.
What league champ do you think resonates with you the most, would you say?
Graves.
Why?
Just the play style is like really in your face.
Do you think that like suits you as a person?
I don't know. As a person?
Yeah, like if you like magically woke up as a league champion, which one would it be?
Rengar?
I feel like appearance-wise, it's like set, but like personality-wise, it's like Ezreal almost.
Really?
I mean like Ezreal vibes, yeah.
Getting Ezreal vibes.
Have you ever gotten that?
No.
Really?
Never gotten that.
Do you usually get anything like related to that?
No.
Do people say you remind them of a league champion? No?
No, not at all.
Wait, what do you think is the vibe for him?
Draven.
Draven?
Yeah.
I haven't said anything yet though. What
do you mean?
I'm not toxic.
I didn't say you're toxic.
But what do you imply then?
I know Draven players are usually toxic, but like the actual champ. Wait, is the actual champ toxic? I don't think it is it?
Like the way he plays or like the actual champ?
Like the actual champ, like the lore-wise
mean-
and stuff. I thought that's what we were talking about.
I mean, he's from Noxus, but I don't know if he's like toxic.
League of Draven.
He's like, welcome to the League of Draven. That's a good question. Is Draven the champion toxic? I don't know.
Huh.
That's like worth looking into, honestly.
So I'm obviously bodybuilding background. I like absolutely love taking my wrist out of anything I can. So. Where your hand is when you raise correlates to which part of your shoulder you're going to use. So if you're just going to raise like this with your thumb or index finger up, you'll be using front delt. If you want to do side delt, you would need to have your pinky up when you raise. So it's more like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm going to do side.
I usually do this with like a D handle, so.
Yeah. Oh, also step in front of it.
Uh-huh.
And then behind you. And then same thing I was talking about before with your traps. Pull your traps back. So you're here, you have a lot of tension at the bottom.
Jesus.
Pause at the top, slow on the way down.
I talked to Sniper. His split's pretty interesting. He only trains biceps. It was like the funniest thing ever.
Dude, that's the first split. That's what I did when I started. I just focused everything on arms.
Yeah, like I was like talking about like training and like how it helps his mental. He's like, yeah, I just do biceps. He has like crazy biceps, but like he's really skinny overall. So it's the funniest thing ever.
I think you're gonna get the mental benefits from going to the gym and putting effort in anyways.
Yeah.
I started the same way when I was like, when you're a young guy,
You just want big arms.
you just want to get big arms because you want girls, man. That's just what everyone does.
Yeah.
And then over time, you start to develop the need to impress yourself and not impress girls. So you start doing legs.
I feel like it's like counterintuitive though, because I feel like usually when guys put selfies, it's like other guys complimenting them. It's
Yeah.
like never a woman. So.
I mean, I can tell you guys from firsthand experience, getting jacked does not really increase the attention for women. It's only guys.
Yeah, it's just like
every
whoa,
time I
you're
post a picture, there's just 10 guys.
10
nice
guys.
skates, bro.
I appreciate it, but like, you know, it's not for you.
Yeah, it's for me.
It's,
That's the real like development of being a lifter. You impress yourself after a while, not.
It's like you mentioned earlier, the whole curve up and down, where it's like starts out for yourself, then it becomes ooh, like other people kind of like this, but yeah.
I've
never worn one of these.
You can use it for more than just this. You can do tricep extension too, same thing. Or you just have your wrist taken out of it. I like them.
Did you clip both rings?
Yeah, both.
So
Step in front. It's tracking behind you. Pinky's up. So you're gonna go from here. Okay, don't go that high. Make sure your elbow and pinky stay below your shoulder. So you're up here, you're leading with your shoulder only, and then you're going still on the way down. So right now, with your thumb, with your index finger and your thumb up, you'd be hitting front delt. Change your pinky to being on top instead, and then do the same thing.
Literally on top.
Yes. You feel a difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it should be more side delt. The other one is more front.
I feel like I got one more.
Okay. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
One more. Nah. only actually one more.
I think there's value to both kinds of people, both kinds of influencers.
Oh, that feels good.
Okay. We're gonna give you 10s for this.
Okay.
What does the 999 mean?
Oh, I used to be a Juice WRLD fan.
A what?
A Juice WRLD fan?
Okay.
Juice WRLD, the rapper? Yeah. Do you have any tattoos?
I
swear I saw one earlier. You don't?
Don't have any tattoos, no.
You plan on getting any?
Huh?
Do you plan on getting any?
Yeah. I want to get, on my right arm here, I want to get Rise and Rise Again. It's like from It's from the movie Robin Hood, but I just like the message where it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know,
Right.
you're just gonna keep getting back up every time you get knocked down, just in general. And then I want to get Akaadian in cursive on my left arm.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Those are my first two, and then after that, I don't know. So up, pause here, slow on the way down. Fight it, good. Okay, now let's flip the pinkies up. So your pinkies are above, yeah. Yeah, and slow. Boom.
Feels like once I get rid of the weights, I might start flying if I flap too hard.
And slow. Good.
Oh, dang.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I got one more now. I definitely have
One more?
One more.
And slow. Now drop the weights, do the same thing for 8. Drop the weights, fast, fast. Same thing for 8, just arms. And slow.
I was like, what does he mean drop the weight? We don't have any dumbbells near us.
Still hurting?
Yeah. It's like the most my shoulders have been engaged in so long.
Uh-huh. 5 and slow. 3 more. God, good. 2 more. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go. Up and down, slow. Last one. And slow. Good job.
Wow. How do you like come up with these? Is this like all you came up with, or like is it like something you like read or saw, or like?
It's a combination of reading things, watching videos, trying things myself, seeing things that other people do, coworkers, what they're doing, what other people are doing in the gym. It's just like a combination. You kind of just put together the way that you like to do things, and then, I mean, it's just like, how do you come up with your, I don't know, play style as like, who's a good example? Cream, you know, Cream in Worlds, he's like known for his melee play style.
Yep.
It's like, how do you come up with being this kind of player? It's just like what you naturally gravitate towards and like. So everyone will be a little different, but this is the stuff that I like, stuff that feels the best to me. I'm a huge, just honestly, most of the time when I lift, I have my eyes closed. Like, just like to focus on how it feels.
No matter what you're doing, like
yeah.
every exercise.
And I think it shows in how I train. Like whatever we're training, you're gonna feel that muscle like crazy. So, yeah.
On the topic of Worlds, like, who do you think is gonna win? Who do you have?
T1.
T1?
Yeah, I
Good
think
answer.
T1. T1 looked insane, and they played what was it? TS?
Yeah.
It was so clean.
Like, no, I was saying like they did not make a single mistake.
Yeah.
I think third game they were like trolling a little bit, but
I don't know how they just randomly like got good, because I've been watching. Okay, I just watched KJAHSKDLJH because he's just hilarious.
yeah,
So I've been watching him for the whole year, and T1's like narrative, they haven't been that good.
they've been pretty
And then
horrible, like borderline not at Worlds.
They're just randomly hella good.
It's like Faker is like the best part on the team again. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Back to
Like-
the Ari Silas meta, dude. Faker's so good at that stuff.
Who's your favorite player?
What, in general?
Yeah, just in general.
Canyon, probably.
Canyon.
Yeah. It's just the GOAT, the jungle
Yeah.
GOAT. I was a jungler. I loved watching him play Graves back in the day. When it was Gale Force meta, he was so sick at that.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, I remember once he got like a pentakill in one of the games. It was just
Oh, it was in
very
Italy,
good.
no?
Huh?
Was it on Graves?
No, it was on Graves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think he also has an Italy penta.
He's just like one of the few players that has like, he just has aura, you know, when you just
Who
play
do you
against
think
him.
in NA is like the closest to Canyon? It's a pretty big gap.
Inspired, probably.
Inspired.
Yeah.
Are there any like NA like resident players you like are really big on? I mean, outside of like Blabber, I guess, because Blabber's been around for so long.
No.
No.
No
We're
junglers,
lacking
at
the
least.
jungle department.
I mean, I think Masu is really good on fly class.
Yeah, no, he played really well today.
Yeah, Masu, Busio, both really good.
Yeah.
Sniper,
Sniper has a lot
I
of
think
potential, yeah.
has, yeah, he can be good if he just learns from his coaches, learns map. He's really good individually, so.
Speaking of B-roll, you actually mentioned in your reflection video that you feel like a lot of the content these days is just like for sponsors and stuff, and it's not really soulful anymore.
Yeah.
So do you ever feel like there's like a team that was particularly good at making like good content? Because I know you shouted out like NRG, you shouted out Liquid. I think you shouted out, was it? Might have been 100 Thieves.
I think that recently it's been getting better. I think for a while we went like really corporate, like mainstream sports.
Yeah.
And that just doesn't fit with gamers. So
Yeah. We're
now
not paid to
that
watch, yeah.
it feels kind of like we're back to the like quirky style content where, you know, that's what it was in the beginning too. Like we're just fucking gamers, bro. Like
Yeah, like we
Like,
don't
we're
care
not-
about the professional.
yeah, and I feel like the scene was trying to do that for a while, and it just totally didn't fit. Like, But I think we're definitely back to just
So would you
being,
say franchising is a
being
mistake
goofy.
then?
No, it's definitely not a mistake.
Yeah, you think it's a good
I mean,
idea?
otherwise, none of the players would have been able to make the livelihood that they have.
Yeah.
The teams wouldn't feel secure. I think we're just working through it. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like what I was talking about before, where like I had to hit rock bottom to change. I
Yeah,
feel like the
I
LCS
see.
also needed to hit rock bottom
Yeah.
to actually start changing the way that they did things and the way they thought about things. I think it's been getting better with, like, I like that Mark is the commissioner, I think he is.
Yeah, that's
right?
a really good move.
I think that's super good. He's been in the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
Cares a lot about it.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to bring it back up. And I will say that I've noticed a difference in the content and the players. Like, the players are trash talking again.
Yeah.
They're just being, themselves.
Does it make you want to stay more involved then? Like, does it entice you to like keep on watching?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just interesting to watch in general. If people wanted to just watch really good players play, they could just queue up like Korean solo queue and just watch the game with no mic, no
cam.
personalities.
Yeah.
If that's all they wanted. But I think people like being entertained too. So
Yeah.
that's
I think
a
we're
huge,
heading in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. So cool. We good?
Yeah, I think we're good. So this has been an exclusive interview with
Akaadian.
Akaadian, now a personal trainer, soon to be famous DJ with a Spartan helmet. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Soon. He's gonna come back.
Come back.
So yeah, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and thank you.